Oh, is that 5 clamshell games in your pocket, or are you just pleased to see me? It is actually 5 clamshell games. Don't have any females regularly watching my channel, so bloody good thing and all then, innit, mate, for me. What you get up to in your bedrooms is none of my business, and don't you dare comment about that. Right. Here we have some games that I had, and don't think they were quite as cockeyed as the camera placement, but yeah, for some reason the camera is not level anymore. Maybe the house is sinking, I don't know, innit? Right, so reading glasses, essential. Cat's buttocks in front of the camera, that's optional. Right, so 5 games that I did have, and first one, bloody LC. I need to take the lampshade off the. Yeah, it's not really going to work. Maybe I can be bothered to put some sort of graphics in there, so it's got to be a short video then. But yeah, so we got that, and actually I've got a torch here. It's been on the floor. Teeth only then. Oh. Okay, torch is not working properly at the moment. There we go, that's much better. Come on, you bloody Chinese piece of shit. There we go. Right, so I wanted to actually try Danger Mouse. Oh man, it's not a very nice copy. Might have to print up my own insert, but unless there's instructions on the back, which there isn't, then there's no instructions here. Yeah, you really need the instructions for that game, because I don't know what you do on the weird static screen level. So, another Activision case that's fucked. That's Decathlon. The actual cassette inlay would clean up quite well. I don't feel it's too late in the day to be playing joystick wagglers. That's an afternoon activity. International basketball. $5.99, a bargain. Although I do believe that's how much it was in Argos. Oh, actually, this one has got the Commodore computer label embossed inside the clamshell, and the clamshell is actually really good condition. and I did like this game. So I suppose first one we're doing is going to be international basketball, and we won't be doing Danger Mouse or Decathlon. And I've done a bloody half-hour video on Buck Rogers as well as a review of it. So okay, the tape is rewound. That's always a good sign. Look after your tapes, motherfuckers. So, back on the old tape decks. Is it going to load, however? That's the thing. That's always the thing. Like I said, most of my games came with in bundles. I didn't buy specific games, so there's no way of knowing if they were working or not. Now I need the other reading glasses now. Well, I don't know what you would call them. They're not really for reading. Don't remember that. Have a quick look at the old scan lines. I wonder if there was multiple versions of this. Look out for more titles from Commodore, such as International Soccer. Oh look, $14.99, that is the official price. So Commodore cartridges were officially half the price of VCS cartridges. Which doesn't surprise me, seeing as Commodore used to manufacture the ROMs, well, MOS technology for Atari VCS games. And one year they had a slight problem for their Christmas inventory ROM cartridge orders at Atari, and apparently they turned up a bit late for the Christmas rush. What a shame, eh? And as someone who worked at Commodore said, well, really, you shouldn't trust your biggest competitor to be manufacturing your Christmas hits for you. And quite right too, maybe they should have gone to Texas Instruments. Although Jack Tramiel did actually run MOS Technologies like a business. So he did actually, you know, undercut people like Texas Instruments when being asked to manufacture stuff, including the cut down 6502 for the Atari VCS, which was a pretty crippled chip. I think it was limited to 2K RAM or 4K RAM addressable, not sure actually. What I do know is I need to go to a pound shop and get some battery in it. Yes, is it loaded already? And it leaves the tape going so it can go all the way to the end and safely have the actual magnetic tape out of the way. Assuming that has, yeah, that's loaded. Yeah, there you go. Now that was a sound you didn't like to hear when you know, you're in the bathroom, you know, having a piss or something. Because you know, you just come back from the market with a new game. But obviously you turn on the C64 and start loading the game before you go for a pee or whatever, or brush your teeth, because you had too much of them sweets in the 70s. Well, I definitely bought this game, and the fact that it was like £6 really helped a lot. And Commodore obviously, you know, matching Nintendo there with the old super cheap, half the price of your competition software pricing. And Beachhead came out 2 years before this, and that was £10, and I think Aztec Challenge was the other one. It could have been Forbidden Forest. They were the earliest of the £10 cassette games on the C64. And I actually bought my copy of Beachhead from Woolworths. Still remember that. They had loads of stuff there. They had their ColecoVision on demo. They had the Hales ROM scanner bolted onto the VCS with like games plugged into it. And a metal bar with like some heavy duty padlocks to stop you nicking any of the games running over those. You know, the cassette games were in a glass cabinet, computers were out on display, obviously, if they had them in stock. I only remember the Amstrad CPC running Sorcery, which for him was like when I saw Ridge Racer running on the Japanese PlayStation when it came out, and I was like, right, we're getting a PlayStation. The student grant is going to have to take a hit for 400 quid. So yeah, I mean for him, Sorcery was like a perfect game. He didn't care much for games, whether they scrolled or not. He liked colourful games, and he liked, you know, arcade adventure collect 'em ups, flip screens. So, and Sorcery is one of the best. The Amstrad CPC version is actually better than the C64 version. Because the Amstrad CPC does actually have much better static 16 colour screens. Now the 4 colour 320 by 200 screens are a bit shit because on the C64 with various weird restrictions, even in character mode, which is a 1K screen, which is 16 times smaller than the screen of the Amstrad CPC, which has to also update the screen 7 out of 8 times more often than the C64. So you can work out what that means. But yeah, I think I did actually buy games from Woolworths because, you know, in the case of Beachhead, I may have seen it on the Saturday Superstore. So that's a roll-up done. And that's chocolate there on the old Sony AV amplifier. Wouldn't mind one of those in black. Thermos is already there, and I think I had enough biscuits already, mate. So yeah, I've been checking out some wallpaper. Couldn't find any wallpaper that looks like the wallpaper I had when I had a C64 and was actively using it. Didn't change my wallpaper until I think it was the summer of 1988. It was after I got an Amiga 1000. But not that long after that, so maybe it was before that. Alright, let me put the old non-rose tinted spectacles so I can see the scanline pixels, whatever you want to call them now. Right. Leaves the cassette motor running, which I don't like. So Johnny's for Funk, CompuNet, which Commodore did a modem for. So that's self-advertising. Sure, that says Johnny's for Funk. It's the same on both sides. I mean, count the players, how many actual players there are. I mean, on screen there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players, and the ball. So there's no extra people. I mean, the black people are literally black. And the pink skins, as he says in, I believe it's Star Trek Enterprise. You know, the guy from Reanimator who's in there. Plays one of the blue aliens with the tentacles on his head. Which are quite funny to watch. Yeah, there is only, so it's 3, no, hang on. There must be 4. So there must be 2 more pink skins there. I don't know why they, well, they've done the basket floor orange and brown, so I suppose if they did their heads brown, they'd be like the Invisible Man. Well, the clapping sound effect does sound like a bit farty. However, not in the ZX Spectrum beeper style of fartiness. So, okay, let's look at the uniforms. Yellow, yellow. Blue, blue, blue. So we've got yellow and orange. So yeah, there it is only 3-a-side basketball. I'm going to guess this is joystick port 1. Get on with it, Mad Commodore. We want to see you play this game badly. That's why we subscribed. Is it? Could actually zoom it up a bit more. This is where the whole thing falls over. It's hard to tell because there's a bit of a border inside the glass for the LCD. Yeah, well, it's close enough. I can tell you that the picture quality on the 1702 is not brilliant at all. Contrast is shit because the tube is actually like medium grey colour. Or grey one on the C64 actually. Never seen a picture of Andrew Spencer, let alone an interview with him. Green, nah. Red, nah. Let's have white. Let's have them as blue. So I want that. Roll up is almost finished, but you can't play basketball while smoking. Don't be silly, innit? Let's give the monitor a bit of a clean. Make the most of the shit picture quality. I don't think that's my cat who made all of these. Although the cat hairs are obviously his, because he's the only cat who comes in this room who sits on the 1702. And I know I've moved the monitor. So there we go. Now I think I really should prepare the tea from the thermos, because my house is so big I have to make tea in the thermos flask. This is a fact actually. There we go. Right then. Yeah, this was probably going to be released on cartridge. Because it's exactly the same as International Soccer. So it's probably quite a short game. But it was 120 blocks. Hang on a minute. 120 blocks. I've got to divide that by 4. So 30k. Yeah, I don't know how big the C64 cartridges were, like International Soccer. Oh no. No. There we go. Andrew Benedict Spencer. Alright, so there's different rules. Okay, so it is 5 to start. Let's have the volume up. Because, yeah, there we go. I don't know which one I am now. I don't think they can take the ball from you, actually. Yeah, well, I have to... Oh, that was quite good. Well, I scored, so it's better than NBA on the PS5. Whee! Now, I may have bought this game because I was in the school basketball team. Yeah, cheers for giving me the ball. So on the easy level, it is really easy. Yeah, they're very dumb on the easy level, actually. Alright, so it's their throwing. So I'm the turquoise one. There we go, mate. Yeah, I did do fluky shots like that, I remember. What did you throw it all the way over there for? Yeah, they're like really dumb. It's like the Special Olympics. Maybe that's what it means when you have the Olympic logo. It's like that film. I can't remember what that film's called. It's Johnny Knoxville, actually. I keep looking at the players in white because I instinctively selected white for the uniforms of my guys, and so I'm not really controlling the right character. Oh, man, how did that happen? I'm running rings around them, literally, innit? So you do slow down when you have the ball. That's not a slow down in the game code. That's like a thing they had in internet. Foul? How can I foul my own bloke? Don't be stupid, man. So that's out. So you pass it to me, buddy. I'll just do a bit of fletch there. There we go. I don't know if you can smash the screen like you can on one-on-one, but this is a hell of a lot better than one-on-one, which I did actually have. Oh, massacring them. This is a brilliant game. Now the only thing, time. So I probably would have sat this close, I reckon. So you get quite a long time to play a game as well, so that is pretty good, I have to say. Nice one, mate. Yeah, I can't remember what that film's called now. He's got Brian Cox in it as the uncle, and I think it's Johnny Knoxville. It's the one when his gardener has his fingers chopped off accidentally. And he hasn't got any kind of health insurance or something. I don't know, it's really weird. So he scams the Special Olympics. But there is actually someone that's better than him because he's a bit out of shape. So hang on, he's running into him is not a thing. I look at that, that's textbook quality basketball game that is. This game lives up to my expectations. Well, do something with the ball, mate. Yeah, you don't really want to play this on level 1. But I suppose it could be a practice thing, isn't it? Whee. Wow, end of first half. So they are quite long games, I have to say. It's a brilliant basketball game. It does for basketball games what international soccer did for football games on the C64. Okay, you pass it to me over here, mate. There we go, there we go. See, what Andy could have done there is, you know, in the second half, if they're not winning, he could have upped the, you know, their difficulty to level 2, so upped it by 1 each time. You know what, I'm not going to play it on a more difficult level because it might become unplayable for some weird reason. Like international soccer is, it becomes really unfair. There we go. So maybe we should have the Teen Wolf music. That's a good idea, that is. Ooh! Thank you, mate. Thank you. So on the C64 you had brilliant karate games. Ooh, there we go. Now I'm really gonna, let me pass it to you, mate, and you pass it down there, and you... Ah, what a setup. That's brilliant. So yeah, the C64 is really well catered for all sorts of sports games, actually. You mustn't run into them when you... Yeah, so you can consider level 1 a practice mode if you just want to check out if you like the game engine, and I can't think why you wouldn't. There we go, right, okay, let me shadow him. Oh, I just gave a ball to him. I'll let you win. Oh, look at that, eh? Ball goes all the way over there. Ah, it's a great early game on the C64, I have to say. Okie dokie. See if we can do it from here. Bloody hell, I'm a basketball genius, just like I was as a teenager at school. Why am I running that way? Yeah, well, I was like 5'11" when I was like 14 or 15 or something, and then I was like 6 foot apparently. I mean, I never measured it 100% exactly, but I was more than 5'11", so that's 6 foot pretty much. You wouldn't say to someone, yeah, how tall are you, mate? Yeah, I'm 5'11" and a quarter or something, or a half, or... Don't think I'll be able to measure half a centimetre accurately. Oh, man. Yeah, you can't change characters, that's the only thing. So you can't catch up with them if you're right at the back. But seeing as that's a problem with every other football and basketball game, ooh, it's a good one that was. So they run in front of you, and you could pass it to them, but yeah, there's no point. So sometimes they play really good. There was like a 3-player thing going on there. Yeah, I'm like Michael J. Fox, innit? I've got like the Teen Wolf quality there. Bit the old passing and... Ooh, didn't even hit the back thing there. Well, they do seem to be getting a bit better there, actually. Man. Ooh, 46-0. I've had the home advantage, but still. Bit like on the headlines of the Sun newspaper for some World Cup match between Turkey and England, where they said England stuffed Turkey or something like that. What do you expect, mate, from the Sun? They probably got the IQ of a boiled potato as well, innit? Fucking idiots. The only good thing about the Sun newspaper was fucking page 3. Do they still have that? Yeah, I'm not ashamed to say that, mate. There's nothing wrong with me saying that. No one forces them women to do that. They can all go and sign on like blokes who needed money. So, yeah. It's another one we're going to try that I used to have. Again, no instructions, but I think I know how to play this. Now, unfortunately, this tape is not rewound. It's very early on side A as well, not side B. So we might be okay. Like I said, you know, 90% of my games, something like that, well, my C64 games are actually from bundles of games, or, you know, computer and game bundles. That looks good to me. So I think I've done Mega Hawk already. Yeah, I haven't put Quasar on the SD to IC, so we could try loading it from the tape. I don't think I've tried that. How much tape is there? Oh, Jesus Christ, that's a 40k, 32k game at least. However, it might not have a turbo loader and it might be a shitty 8k game. So, 2 other games I've got in unusual packaging. I also have Pit Stop 2 in this packaging. Is the original CBS Electronics release for Impossible Mission. Yeah, bollocks, you're not going to be able to see these. Not at all, mate. Yeah, well, that's a waste of time. Torch needs new batteries. You know what? I'll fucking do it like that. There you go. That's a cardboard box. There you go. I can't really. It's like rubbing your tummy and doing your chemistry exam and getting an A at the same time. Yeah, so there you go. So it's a cardboard box. It's another one, Starfire one, which I've never seen in the Epix double cassette case version. I don't think I had the Impossible Mission cardboard box CBS Electronics stuff. I don't think it's on the compilation that I had either. But I think I got that on the regular, you know, US Gold. Is this loading now? Yeah, that's the thing with the early games. At least with the old turbo loaders, with the old stripy ding-a-lings going on there. That's a technical term. While it was loading, at least you know it was actually loading. There's no point putting the SID volume to maximum. Well, it is already at maximum. Because when the program runs, it usually resets that, you know, to load the second part. But then, like I said, back then, probably by the middle of 1984, because my mate had a C64 for less than a year. I think it was about 6 months. So I had his tape deck, and I had my original VIC-20 tape deck that I was allowed to keep when that went tits up, and I got a C64. I don't think this is loading. If I had my memory that I had before, I'd be remembering all sorts of things. And no, I'm not going to put that clip in from Tron, where it says, I'm beginning to remember all kinds of things. Yeah, I don't actually know if this is working now. It's quite a long tape, so how much tape is there left? I'd be able to tell you if I could find where I put the bloody torch. Well, there's not that much tape on it anyway. There's a fair bit of tape left there. Another hydraulic cylinder on my executive Argos Russian leather chair. He's just done a bit of a fart there, so we were sinking. Or maybe it was the floor. I don't know if I still got that video where I recorded just a few things on the wardrobe. It's like, if you look at that, it's like, fuck me. That's like half the popular formats for like a decade and a half on top of a wardrobe. How much shit you got, Mad Commodore? Possibly too much now. I mean, 18 months ago, when I still had some sort of memories to go with this stuff, I would have said no straight away. No. I would have said, you know, I want to work in ColecoVision for all of the rest of my life. Didn't know about COVID-19 back then. And obviously for the C64 and Amiga 1000 specifically. Which is why I have two of them bastard things and I never switch them on. It's a bit stupid. But, all the knots in this real wood Argos thing, they're not great. Yeah, I don't think this is loading. For fuck's sake, man. Put some stripy lines on it, innit? No, I'm not going to play any of the other stuff. Because I ain't got the instructions for Danger Mouse. I don't fancy playing Decathlon during the witching hour. That's just asking for trouble. Buck Rogers I do like, but I've just recorded it too. No one wants to see me play Buck Rogers again. Maybe if it was on like my Atari 800 XL, which is coming soon. Not in the post, she's sitting there in the second living room. I just haven't decided how I'm going to play that. Nah, this ain't going to work, it's going too far. Yeah, the tape is almost gone. Yeah, it's a shame really. So I just bought most of these games and never even tried them. I've got Times of Law in nice condition, but who knows if it loads. And Jesus Christ, it loaded. Ye of little faith. So this is, I think it's a helicopter emergency rescue operation, I think. There's no way I could have read that with these glasses. Not unless I had a floodlight pointed at them. Now really it should be helipack emergency rescue operation, because it doesn't actually have a helicopter. It's like people in the 80s who had a 318, not 318i. No, 316. Yeah, and it was a 1.8 litre carburetted engine with manual fucking everything and no sunroof, nothing at all, mate. And the shit cloth seats. And they say, oh, I got BMW in it. And you're like, nah, mate. Nah, that's not BMW. BMW, sir, is my 325 right there with the sports cloth seats, electric everything, fuel computer, and low mileage. Same here, that is not a helicopter. Might have to play this one with the lights off. Special occasion, innit? Right, wearing these glasses with the lights off, that is a definite no-no. Right. So you got a time limit, so you got to be careful. Yeah, I'm gonna have to sit a bit closer here. There we go. Do fancy a bit more tea, but no, Mad Commodore, no sir. Used to do that, that was a lot of fun. These are all skills you have to learn. I mean, I suppose technically this is like Bruce Lee, and Bruce Lee on my channel is like ET for the 2600 on AVGN. Oh, bloody hell. There might be a reason why you want to go there. Yeah, because the light's on the other side. You can't go... Ah, crap. But I didn't send you right back to the top, so that's a good thing. You still go down there slowly. But, you know, this is not an arcade adventure. The graphics are a bit better than Bruce Lee. Yeah, this is really my problem. It's a great game, but I don't actually have any memories of playing it. That's a bit risky. Crap. Shouldn't have done it that way. I'm going to practice that now. Yeah, I could have done it. Ah, crap. Don't know why your guy's got a Lone Ranger mask around his face. I'm going for the points in it, which I probably never would have done actually back then. Right, so yeah, well, let's hope this is the way to go. Yeah. You can't touch them walls. That was a bit risky, that was. I think they're meant to be lava on them, so they get burned in it. Well, you've got no choice there, really. I used to like the water effects on the bottom as well. The joystick control is a bit iffy on that. I mean, it's not that accurate. It's a bit like the old Wiimote shit, isn't it? I bet there's a reason why you should go there. No, in that case there isn't. It's a double bluff, innit? Oh, crap. That was the other thing, see? You have to like be flying in the air while the explosion goes off. I do remember things, but well, you can't really get down there without losing a life, so right, okay. That's why you'd want to be able to walk over the open thing. There you go. So the levels do get a bit longer. Nearly touched the lava there. We're actually doing really well. So I don't think anyone's going to be watching this whole video. Crap, I just wasted dynamite there, that's not good. Oh, crap. Any reason why you'd have to go that way? Oh no, you can't land on them. So that's why you have to go that way. So yeah, you can't pick up any more dynamite, so crap. That's really tricky, that is. If there was better control methods. So it's a bit touchy. It's a bit woody inaccurate, like the Wiimote. Only good for party games, that piece of shit. You feel like a bit of a knob playing Need for Speed Most Wanted on the Wii, and not just because the graphics are shit. But yeah, there we go. 2 AM tea time with Dr. Osiris, aka Mad Commodore channel host. So I just played two of my, well-liked early C64 games that I had. I think that's a good insight into what you could expect from the C64, if you chose wisely what you bought. I mean, not many computers and consoles had a brilliant basketball game. And it's quite fun, I have to say. And Heroes, your classic, early 80s arcade game style. They've gone for high-res graphics on the C64. And they're only character mode, so Although having said that, there's a bit of yellow and green on top of each other. But there's also black and yellow and black and green. So actually they are bitmaps. So yeah, that's the end of that one, mate.